Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Francesca again, back with another response video. This time I will be responding to Samson's birthday bash. I have not seen it yet, so this will be a first time review. I am so sorry for the delay. I have been very busy as of late, and I know a lot of you have requested this video, so let's jump right into it and see what it's all about. Did Obama scale back massive 60th birthday party due to COVID-19 concerns? Okay. After news reports said former U.S. President Obama was planning to host quote-unquote hundreds of people for his 60th birthday party in early August 2021, he reduced the guest list to just family and close friends. True fact check. Okay.
They're following all the safety precautions. People are going to sporting events that are bigger than this. This is going to be safe. This is a sophisticated, vaccinated crowd, and this is just about optics. It's not about safety.
One hell of a party. I wish I was there. But with all this COVID, I bet you guys were scared. Well, you probably followed every rule with all the activities you did that night. I mean, you probably kept 6 feet apart the whole time, and you only took your mask off for pictures, right? I bet you did. I bet you took every precaution. I bet you stopped the party every 20 minutes just to check everybody's temperature often. I bet you did. I bet everybody had to show the proof of their vax, and if they didn't, then they had to go home because Obama would never approve of this crap. I bet.
So let's just note on that the real division in people are those that can not mask and get away with it, and those of us who are forced to mask because they said so.
All the servers and caterers had to wear gloves when they served you your fave dessert. I really hope that you paid them first, because they were risking their lives celebrating your date of birth. You said that you scaled it back, because there's too much at stake. Yeah, I bet you scaled it back, because y'all motherfuckers are a bunch of snakes. If I were to get a big group together, the media would put me through the shredder. I'd be responsible for everybody's death for the next 6 months, a super spreader. But Obama, don't be stupid, never. This event was sophisticated. This ain't no bean toss, beer chugging bullshit in the backyard listening to a playlist of country music. You dumb, useless, stupid, small little measly runts. We can party if we damn well please, but you? Not even once, don't think about it. Matter of fact, it'd be better if you just didn't think at all. Now shut the f up and put your mask on before we have to get more deeply involved. We were outside, but under a tent, so technically that makes it inside, but it was still outside. You know what I meant, shut up. Whatever, you're never gonna hear this story from us. We'll just have Don Lemon and Chris Cuomo talk about Trump and how horrible he was. The media would take a dump in their britches if...
Just distract us with, you know, Trump. Distract with Trump. Everything seems to be being distracted by Trump.
They caught wind that the Republican did this, and that just goes to show the double standards and the hypocrisies when it comes to this instance. Doesn't it just piss you off? What? They come and they cut your small business off. They grip their claws around and constrict till you ain't making shit. Then they tell you to suck it up and limp it off. Yes. Then they skip and hop into their private jets and fly to Barack's island to thrive and rest, burning all that fuel into the sky while our fragile climate is in such a dire stretch. With all these dying people packed in the hospitals, I think you should feel a tad bit responsible. You could have probably killed so many friends of yours, you just added to the top of the toll. That's what you say to me when I walk into Kroger maskless.
Yep, we're killing everyone, but they can do whatever they want.
Why would I follow these rules that you yourself don't even practice? Perhaps if you stuck to your story, we wouldn't be so fucking disorderly. You say that it's dangerous and then you do shit like this, and that's just what floors me. Well, you're my role model. You're the one I'm supposed to follow, so I'm gonna call everybody I know and throw a big-ass party like there's no tomorrow. The Newsom way, the Obama way, like a Nancy Pelosi spa day. We're gonna rip the mask off and hug each other till we can't hold on any longer. Yay! It may not be sophisticated as yours, but I gotta work with what my pay can afford. I'm just taking orders from the people that matter, the powerful ones. This is straight from the source. Thanks, Obama, I get the message. Your actions spoke loud and clear. The World Health Organization, the CDC, and Fauci. Here's the bottom line. All right. How long are we gonna do this? It's all up to us, and it always has been. There really ain't nothing new to it. Our rights are being stripped. All you gotta do is take a look around, and it's only gonna get worse from here unless we as a whole put our foot down.
Wow. He's not wrong. It's funny. I watch Tim Pool occasionally. I don't know if you all know who he is. If you don't, you should definitely check him out. He's awesome. He's pretty good at, he's not always correct, but he is pretty accurate most of the time. And what I like about him is he likes to go for facts. And something that he brought up recently in one of his shows was the fact that there was an experiment with, I believe, I don't remember if it was mice or rats, but either way, they were put into a bucket and they were left there to see how long they would swim for. And after about 45 minutes, maybe it was 15 minutes, I can't remember, the rats just gave up and drowned. Okay? So, but in the second experiment, they did the same thing and they put the rats in the bucket, but this time at the 15-minute or 45-minute mark, they pulled the rats out, they dried them off, they let them rest for a while, and they put them back in, and apparently I think it was 90 hours, I want to say, that they swam for before they gave up. So he used that example with the COVID lockdown and saying how the first run was kind of a tester, and I really hope it doesn't come back full force this winter, but there is that possibility, and it could be a thing where we held out for a couple years, and now they're going to see how much longer we'll hold out for before we say anything. Just throw that out there.
It's a big club, and you ain't in it.
Oh, yes. Oh, I might have to put a clip of that right at the end of this video. George Carlin, bomb, absolutely. It's a big club, and you're not in it. Like I said before, the division between people is between the masked and the unmasked. And I don't mean the people that don't choose to wear a mask. I mean the people that are allowed to not wear a mask. That's the division that we have to worry about. So because Samson has delightfully ended this video with George Carlin, I'm going to start it a little bit further back and also respond to it because I feel like it is a very relevant clip for today and what's going on, because it's still all very true.
But there's a reason. There's a reason. There's a reason for this. There's a reason education sucks, and it's the same reason that it will never, ever, ever be fixed. It's never going to get any better. Don't look for it. Be happy with what you got. Because the owners of this country don't want that. I'm talking about the real owners now. The big, the wealthy, the real owners, the big, wealthy business interests that control things and make all the important decisions.
The real divide.
Forget the politicians. They're irrelevant. The politicians are put there to give you the idea that you have freedom of choice. You don't. You have no choice. You have owners. They own you. They own everything. They own all the important land. They own and control the corporations. They've long since bought and paid for the Senate, the Congress, the state houses, the city halls. They got the judges in their back pockets, and they own all the big media news, all the big media companies. So they control just about all of the news and information you get to hear. They got you by the balls.
And this video is from how long ago?
They spend billions of dollars every year lobbying to get what they want. Well, we know what they want. They want more for themselves and less for everybody else. But I'll tell you what they don't want. They don't want a population of citizens capable of critical thinking. They don't want well-informed, well-educated people capable of critical thinking. They're not interested in that. That doesn't help them.
So just a brief note on critical thinking, because he mentions it in this video, and there are some people that think they know what it is, and I'm sure there are a few that actually do know what it is, but the problem is that even universities are not teaching critical thinking correctly. And the fact of the matter is, critical thinking involves way, way more than just thinking about something critically. It actually involves questioning, it involves evaluating all the evidence, it involves not taking something at face value just because an expert or guru or some master of some field told you so. It actually involves you applying things like the scientific method and evaluating all the evidence and judging it like you were a judge in a courtroom. Most people don't seem to have the mental stamina for that, but we really need to develop it, because the fact of the matter is our children aren't learning how to think critically. And when you can't think critically, that basically means you're just going to be vulnerable to any new rubbish that comes out, because you will take things at face value without question. And that is how they get us.
That's against their interest. That's right. You know something? They don't want people who are smart enough to sit around the kitchen table and figure out how badly they're getting fucked by a system that threw them overboard 30 fucking years ago. They don't want that. You know what they want? They want obedient workers. Obedient workers. People who are just smart enough to run the machines and do the paperwork, and just dumb enough to passively accept all these increasingly shittier jobs with the lower pay, the longer hours, the reduced benefits, the end of overtime, and the vanishing pension that disappears the minute you go to collect it. And now they're coming for your Social Security money. They want your fucking retirement money. They want it back, so they can give it to their criminal friends on Wall Street. And you know something? They'll get it. They'll get it all from you sooner or later, because they own this fucking place. It's a big club, and you ain't in it. You and I are not in the big club. And by the way, it's the
No, like Tom MacDonald said, we're all in the same boat.
same big club they use to beat you over the head with all day long when they tell you what to believe. All day long, beating you over the head in their media, telling you what to believe, what to think, and what to buy. The table is tilted, folks. The game is rigged. And
I think we'll stop it there. The way you fight that, being told, you know, what to believe, what to buy, is what I just went over, is we have to learn how to critically think. And unfortunately, like I said, even university teachers are teaching it as thinking critically about something, which actually can be a hindrance to critical thinking, because to be critical of something isn't to have an open mind. And a big part of critical thinking is also having an open mind. But that said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe. Other than that, have a fantastic day and peace out.